Dear students, welcome to our English class. Today I am going to discuss on the poem Asleep in the Valley by Arthur Rimbaud. It is an anti-war poem written in sonnet form. It is also a symbolic poem which aims at bringing out the futility of war. Asleep in the Valley is the English version of the French poem written by Arthur Rimbaud, famously known as the boy poet. He wrote his best poetry between the ages of 16 and 20, after which he stopped writing poetry together. He influenced modernist movements such as symbolism, surrealism, and Dadaism. He believed in the universal life force that existed at the heart of all matter and drew inspiration from the subconscious. Asleep in the Valley is a very important poem, which is a poem about war. Rimbaud had first-hand experience of war and understood the futility of war. He was a soldier in the Dutch colonial army in 1876. Rimbaud wrote this poem a year later when France was at war with Russia. The poem is a perfect lyric. Rimbaud uses the sonnet form. The poem has 2 stanzas and 4 lines each, and 2 stanzas of 3 lines each. The Italian sonnet, also known as the Petrarchan sonnet, has 2 divisions: the octave consisting of 8 lines and the sestet consisting of 6 lines. In the octave part, the rhyme scheme followed A B A B, A B A B, and in the sestet part, it is C C E and C C E. Italian poet Petrarch invented this form of sonnet writing, sonneteering, and Rimbaud followed it and wrote this poem Asleep in the Valley. Sonnet is a poem of 14 lines with a particular rhyme scheme. The present poem of discussion, Asleep in the Valley, is a poem about war, and in this sonnet the reader takes in this picture perfect lines and the sestet consisting of 6 lines, in which a young soldier blissfully sleeps in a valley. The reader has a rude shock, though, when he realizes that this young soldier is a casualty of war. Asleep in the Valley is a typical poem with symbolic significance, where Rimbaud expresses the futility of war with the contrast of life and nature, not stopping even when war, in this case a battle maybe, has come through and left death. By his use of changing tone, that of a tranquil one at first, with the description of the setting, then somber and foreboding in the middle, and finally that of an ironic one in the end. The audience is able to see nothing but tragedy amongst beauty. Let's look into the poem, read the poem carefully, and have a substance like this. A green valley is sparkling with bright sunlight. A slow stream passes through the valley. The hollow space of the valley is overflowed with the bright sunlight. A very young soldier is lying on the ground open-mouthed. He is sleeping, and beneath his head there is a pillow made of fern. He looks pale. He is lying on the green grass, which is warm and full of sunlight. His feet are among the flowers. There is a gentle, innocent smile on his face, like a child. Nature should keep him warm, otherwise in the bare sky he may catch cold. The humming insects should not disturb his rest. He sleeps peacefully in the sunlight, keeping his one hand on his breast. Unfortunately, there are 2 red holes noticed in his side, which depicts that this soldier is already dead and he is in his eternal sleep, that is, he is the casualty of war. The very title "Asleep in the Valley" means sleeping in a valley. The poem reflects that a very young soldier is lying on the ground of a valley, open-mouthed, with a gentle, innocent smile. The poet as well as the readers think that the soldier is sleeping peacefully in the open sunlight, and the poet requests the insects not to disturb his sleep, and also he requests the nature to keep him warm. Otherwise, under the sky he may catch cold. Suddenly 2 red holes are noticed by the side of his body, which depicts that the young soldier is already dead. His sleep is eternal sleep, and he will never wake again. Through this poem, Rimbaud evokes the pity of war, the futility of war. War only snatches young lives. No one can resist the soldiers to face death. So the heroism lies in the battle or in the war is futile. There is no necessity. War is nothing but the systematic butchery of young boys. It is the message against the war that Arthur Rimbaud wants to give through this poem. It is about the title, substance and theme of the poem. In our next video we will discuss about it more. Have you enjoyed the video? Then to get videos like this, please subscribe my channel and stay connected. Thank you.